Hello again, it's Noob and just doing another short midweek update video with sorts of things that have been going on in my lockpicking world. And I just wanted to first show off this absolutely beautiful mid-century deco lock box. It's just a cash box in enamelled metal. Really quite good condition actually. The only thing is that the combo doesn't work, and I believe there's about 20 different positions per dial, which is a huge amount of combinations. Plus I don't really know how it works. I managed to just ease up the top enough to see that there is a latch which is a bit like this hanging from the top. I assume that something is interacting with that latch, but I can't seem to get a shim inside to push anything out of the way. If any of you genuinely know what might be inside this, or how I could bypass a mechanism to at least get it open, there's nothing inside it, that would be brilliant. As it is, I bought it just for its looks, because for me this is just a thing of absolute beauty. It's completely my style. I love mid-century deco pieces. So yeah, really lovely. Next up, I got a really generous package from Daz Evers, and in it was, I'm going to get these wrong, I think this is a Miwa U9. I've got no idea what's inside this, but I hear it's incredibly difficult pick, so yeah, that's something to look forward to. Look at that key as well. I don't think that's standard pins in there, must be sliders or something. I really have to look it up, don't I? And this is a lovely Mauer NW4? Oh, well that's easy, it tells me on the key, good. And I actually thought there wasn't any sliders in it when I first had a look, but they are there. They are just literally opposite the pin stack at the bottom. And again, apparently this is a real challenge to pick, so thank you Daz for all the pain and possible enjoyment that I'll receive from these incredible locks. And they're just brilliant locks of the collection, full stop really. Something I've been working on over the last, well, few weeks actually, on and off, it's been quite difficult to find the time, is this matched set of picks. I wanted a short hook and a triple peak, like a bow tie style. I wanted it triple pinned, and I wanted to use up the last bit of my 3-colour plywood, which my wife actually bought me, which is really cool. And I just absolutely love these. They are completely to my taste. They are, I didn't want to do anything too crazy with the handles, so I was limited because I had some max yield steel, so I wanted to use up, and I can't remember the length, it's about 12-13 centimeters, so I wanted to use as much of it as I could, keep the length of those picks exactly the same. You can see I've got a real shine on there. I went to 7,000 grit and then finished with oil and wax, and it's got a really nice deep luster. You probably can't tell quite over my LED lighting in the camera, but trust me, it's lovely. And I'm particularly proud of how well this triple peak turned out. It's so nice, it really is. It's yeah, I just really like it. I've also did some necking on the thinning down on the handle here, so that it sort of matches how I would grip it, which is slightly forwards of centre, and that's how I'd rake or pick. There you go. It's hard not to get like fingerprints all over it. You get this nice shiny bit of metal and you stick your fingers all over it, and then next thing you know, you've got all these grotty marks. That's the problem with the high shine, is that it's maintaining it is almost impossible. And again, just, you know, it's a nice pen grip on these, but by thinning it down I also managed to create this kind of like you know, uneven effect across the pick, which is really nice, sort of contour lines, if you will. Really proud of those two, really like them. I also got this little leather case for them. It's just a pen case, but it sort of goes well, and in the gap on the inside you can actually put some tension tools, which is really cool. And then something which I never thought I would do, revisiting old picks, actually modifying old picks. So I made this particular pick a long time ago. Well, it feels like a long time ago, it's probably only a few months, And it's the first time I was using acrylic. Can you see the shine I managed to get on this? Again, went down to 7,000 grit, and then I'll use a glass polishing compound on it. Looks pretty smart, huh? And when I first made it, it was actually very tall. And when I came back to the pick, I thought, do you know what? It would look better if it was a bit shorter and a little less tall. So I actually just put it onto my I've got a real sander now, like a proper vertical and horizontal and disc sander all in one kind of thing. It's really lovely. So I'm actually just take that down and sand it off and get a real polish on it. And I'm really, really happy with this now. It's now gone from an average pick to one of my favourite picks in my pick collection. I just really like that, and definitely worth going back to modded design. The other one you saw, well, when I first made this, I really liked how thin I got the scales either side of this partial tang pick. But when I looked at it recently, I thought, you know what, it looks more and more like a sad squid. So I thought that I would do some remodeling of it. And I went really, really extreme on this one. And I ended up by accident making something which sort of takes a lot of design cues from Ratioki's, probably got that pronounced wrong, picks, which was completely unintentional, certainly not as good as his, but very reminiscent, I think. These are 925 silver hollow pins. This is a purple heart pick handle, and what's the metal I used on this? I think the metal on this might actually be max yield steel as well on this one. But in the end, I ended up with something which I really, really like. It's very long nose, but that's not actually in any way a problem or an issue. It's just a longer nose pick. Before, this came out a bit more and came down, so it hasn't actually increased the amount of shank. It's just, yeah, it looks longer because of the way that I've remodeled it. But it's a huge improvement, at least I think it is. Let me know what you think in the comments. So there you go. That's my little update for you. I hope you enjoyed that. Again, please, please, please let me know if you know anything about that kind of style of lockbox, what mechanism might be, how I might get into it or bypass it quickly. That'd be really, really useful. And yeah, just have a great week, and I'll see you all next time.